Hey guys, before we get into today's video, I just wanted to let you know that over 90% of you aren't subscribed. If you would please take the time and hit that subscribe button, it means a lot to me, and thank you very much. We'll get into it now. My last call as an LAPD officer. I was a Los Angeles police officer for 13 years. I've been in more life-threatening situations in that time than maybe 90% of the US population. I've encountered near-death scenarios a handful of times. Being a member of the well-known LAPD SWAT team also has brought a plethora of adrenaline-induced insane moments. It was a part of the job I signed up for and wanted. I was proud to serve. One moment, though, ended my career in law enforcement. And it had nothing to do with a routine call or anything police-related. It was part of my responsibilities as an officer, but it could have possibly happened to any civilian. I now live in a small trailer home near the Salton Sea, about 3.5 hours east of LA. I barely scrape by financially, but I'd rather have this peace of mind than what happened to me nearly 2 years ago. On March 17th, 2020, the world has nearly stopped. The streets are empty. Any other St. Patrick's Day would have been filled with endless disorderly calls, OWILs, and drunk 20-somethings puking the street in LA. But tonight, at the beginning of my 1900 shift, 7 p.m. for non-military time-speaking people, it is like the zombie apocalypse has started. The county of 10 million people has seemingly disappeared. I can't even find a homeless person on the street. I've looked, too. We have packs out to give with hygiene products, dry food, and clothes. I've not seen anybody to be able to give these out. Obviously, everything's closed. And there's no real 28 days later sense of anything going on. Believe me, I'm not complaining. It's just unsettling. The radio sparks up, actually making me jump for the first time ever. Usually the radio never stops. We are all used to the constant chatter. This is my account of what happened next, and what ended my career in the Los Angeles Police Department. Radio SC1 welfare check requested for 1630 Richmond. Neighbors reported screaming coming from next door. Attempt to contact without success. 1805 radio, I'll be responding. Put it in my stack. I wasn't far away, thankfully. I'd been mindlessly driving up and down my district for what seemed like forever without a call. Like I said, it was not rare to get bombarded without calls on a daily basis. On a major drinking holiday at that, after dispatch woke my ass up, it was first time exciting to take this one. Just 2 right turns, and bam, I was there. Stepping out of my car, I was struck by how dark the night was. I don't know why. LA's usually bright at night, even with the lights and smog. I could still make the shadows of the mighty palm trees littering the sky. One of the reasons I moved out here, I cautiously made my way into the residence, which I did on every call. There's no routine calls, especially in South Central. 1805 radio, show me at the stop. Code 6 for open door, requesting additional unit for entry. 1805, requesting additional unit for open door, unit identify. 1809. 1805, identify, copy direct. I'll be at the southwest corner of Richmond and Kelly. 1809, copy that. After my partner arrived, we approached the residence. The home was devoid of all light. I'd never seen a home this dark before. I know it was late, but it was still strange. I made the front door, announcing myself as a police officer. Approaching a door is always dicey, but approaching an open door brings it with an entire new set of issues. I looked toward my partner, a guy I didn't know all that well, but I knew he was a good cop. We nodded and made our way inside. LAPD, if anyone's in there, show yourself. Silence. We moved closer to the front hallway, toward what looked like a living room. To the right, and a bathroom, and maybe a bedroom further down the hall. LAPD, we're looking for... I forgot who the homeowner was. I had to quickly look at my hand where I wrote down the info. Mary Smith. Husband Scott said not home 3 days. Screaming heard. Anyone that is a cop or married to a cop is used to them coming home with novels scribbled all over their less dominant hand. Just the easiest way to do it, and I guess we've all found. Mary, Scott, listen to the sound of my voice. We're from the Los Angeles Police. Please come out if you are here. We're here to help you. I start moving in every room of my house, using my department-issued in-force flashlight attached to my G19. I'd rather be ready than have to get ready. Going through the dark room after dark room starts to make me more nervous than usual. I'm not an architect, but it didn't seem from the approach of the outside that this house had this many rooms. 2 bedrooms at best. Maybe 1 bath, 1 half bath. This area of LA is so compact that there isn't room for much else. Shit! 1 step, crashing down into the floor below. My vision blurs, and it changes to a lit-up, open space. Panting, getting up off my knees. I make sure I'm okay and get on my feet. 1805 radio, looks like there's a trap door in the back of the house. Advised to watch footing. What the hell is this? It's like an underground bunker, but also an office? I'm walking on what feels like soggy yellow carpet, and the walls have an odd 1970 yellow tint. Before there was nothing but silence. Now I can hear the distinct hum of fluorescent light overhead. Gun drawn, I'm still clearing every corner, slowly making my way around every half wall and barrier. 1805, anyone copy? Fuck. 1805, does anyone read? Now that I found myself in an even bigger room, it's empty. Moving to my right in another hallway, another long hallway. I start running, panic setting in, but I won't possibly let my brain enter that just yet. I'll use it to move my body, but I must keep my mind sane right now. I don't know what this is, but there must be a way out. Police department, anyone here? After moving room to room and room to room, I see one with a piece of cardboard on the ground, but next to it there are 2 garbage bags? I'm not going to see what's inside. I'm relieved there's some signs of life at least. Moving closer to the cardboard, I see there's some kind of blanket on top. Okay. Turning away now, there seemed to be something shining in the distance. Not too far away. Picking up the pace towards the light, which I hoped was someone shining me for help, I see it's a glistening of a damp wall. What the? This place is leaking? Why is it so freaking damp down here? After I left the trash room, I see another object not far away from me. The closer I got, looked like a recliner chair. As I was only a few feet from it, I'm looking through a window. First window in the place. Okay. I tried to go around the wall to find the room, but you guessed it. No success. What the? Hello? Moving quickly to my left and right, still with my handgun drawn. I tried to control my breathing. No amount of training had prepared me for this. I heard one quiet moan, then silence. I ran in the only direction I could, just to get away from whatever thing I was near. Stopping to catch my breath, I picked up my head to see a half door, like a doggy door, but for humans. The roaring got louder. I went prone and belly crawled as fast as I could down that hallway. It felt like I was John McClane. I wouldn't do any yippee-ki-yay tonight, though. I was sure, ahead of me, after crawling for what felt like an hour, there was a red fan, finally approaching it. I saw that, thankfully, there was another path to the left, one that I could crouch walk in. Moving for so long, going in and out of hallways, hitting dead ends, I'm getting pretty tired. I thought I was out, then hit a complete barrier. Pretty much giving up, I turned around and fell to where I began, in the first yellow room. SC1, you've been here before? Radio is back on. Thank you, Lord. Who is this? Can you hear me? You've seen all this before. You've seen all this before. Now more distorted. You've seen all this before. You have to keep going. Who is this, damn it? Where am I? Who are you? What is this? SC1, no one will find you in here. You have to keep going. You have to keep going. Like a madman, I started sprinting. I was done with this. I didn't care what happened next. I just wanted to get out of here. I ran through every room in this godforsaken place. I fell into a big room. Looking up, I saw approximately 24 people staring at me from behind a wall. I immediately drew my sidearm again, aiming it at, well, all of them, I guess, sweeping back and forth, getting my head straight again. I realized there were targets, like at a gun range. I slowly made my way towards them. They were paper, but sitting? I can't make any sense of it, and I'm done trying to make sense of this demon world. When I circle around, I was in a level that looked like an old Doom arcade. Crude, red, and bi-level. I kept walking. Walked to the arena. It was the main attraction. I was surrounded by thousands of emotionless, faceless, computer-generated spectators. They didn't move. They didn't make a move. I steadily made my way through the arena, towards an opening ahead of me. You have to keep going. 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 Yeah, I heard you, asshole. At this point, I'm just trying to stay strong so my brain doesn't melt into the unspeakable horror around me. More of the yellow wallpaper. Do you like video games? What? Not really. Do you play video games? Somehow, mine found you, but it wasn't good enough for you. You had to change it and make it yours. It wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough. You made it your own. Is this what you wanted? Can you just tell me how to get out of here? I don't know who or what you are, and I don't think you know who I am. Please. I hope you learned your lesson. Goodbye. Goodbye. The blackness fades in, and I'm back to the start again. The yellow half walls and the annoying sound of fluorescent lights. I catch my breath. I am defeated. I slowly take my last few steps around this place. I go left, I go right. It's never ending. It's never changing. When, behind, an opening in the distance, a dark figure appears. Even from far away, I can see it reaches the ceiling. It's lean, grotesque, and makes a horrifying, siren-like noises from its disgusting mouth. By habit, I draw down on this horror. Knowing it's no use, it instantly charges. I don't bother firing another round. I run as fast as I can. I think I dropped my gun, I don't know. I just went through the hallways, dipped into the rooms. However I could keep going, I did. Finally, I reached the end. I fell. Hard. And that was it. Total darkness. I see one beam of light on the ground, and another approaching me. It's a flashlight. Rick, where the hell have you been? That was the last thing I remember before waking up at St. Mary's. I had minor physical injuries, but the department just thought I needed to get my head checked. Both Mary and Scott Smith had been missing for some time now. Whereabouts remain unknown. The screaming has never been fully accounted for. Nothing has been accounted for. During the full investigation after our incident, an extensive search was done at the house on Richmond Street in the daytime, and the hidden door was never found. I don't know what writing this down is going to do. I put all this over Reddit. I can't conclude with any kind of meaningful message or any kind of cautionary tale. Not like I lived through a weird camping incident or a paranormal experience. I can't say, don't camp in the woods or whatever place. If you hear whistling in the Rockies, turn around or some dumb shit. I wish it was as easy as, if you find yourself in the backrooms, don't. I guess only beneficial for me to write this. Write it down in the black and the white to make it real. I hope and pray no one else goes through this. I am fortunate to survive. Please be safe, my friends. Please survive. Thank you to Blake Blizzard for writing this creepypasta. Please like and subscribe. Goodbye.